Bonjour, Monsieur Dame. Hello, everyone. The times are changing. When I was younger, I was told I should study. And looking back, I think it would have been a good idea to study. But I had no idea of the reality of the world. I had too many choices, actually. I could have become everything, really, too many things. Like, there's so many interesting fields, so many things you can do, but also so many obstacles. And I ended up with a very practical job, landscape gardening, which is very hard work, both for the mind as well as for the body, with potentially very high responsibilities when you're the leader of a team and you have to satisfy customers who have, high income customers, very rich people who have high standards. And yeah, basically it's a very demanding job. You have to manage your people. It's personal management, communication, leadership. You need to work very precisely under all kinds of different weather conditions. You do dangerous stuff with machines, or you're climbing trees, all of that. And you don't get paid very well. So I was always wondering, and I was very rebellious about this too, why is physical work paid so low? I mean, I was always looking at the people building the streets. They are paid like landscape gardeners, maybe a little bit more. People who build streets, it's called Straßenbau or Tiefbau in Germany, meaning engineering streets, Autobahn, highway. And we see these people risking, and not only risking, but destroying their physical health when they breathe the air of the tar that they work with, the asphalt, the concrete, that stuff what is in the streets, and cars driving by in high speeds. So they ruin their health and they risk their lives daily. And ignorant psychopathic bankers and engineers and business people, absolutely ignorant, stupid people, so beautiful here, wow. They drive by and just don't care. So I was immature and childish to not understand how this is possible, that it's so unfair. How is it possible that money making has been detached from all ratios in some areas? Like, a craftsman can make money according, with a multiple, in the same way he invests time. So it's hour based. So if you multiply it with 10, you invest 10 hours, you get 10 times the money for it, right? So there's a natural but limited multiplier, because time of every human being is limited. So your scaling is linear. But when you're a trader or a banker, or you do investment business, or there's other business that can scale just infinitely. And I feel like people get recognition based on that. So it's not that people get recognition based on their skills, on their patience, on their passion, on the skill level and the effort, the blood and tears they invest in something. No. It's just based on something else. And I was too immature to understand this, to just accept it and say, all right, that's the world. That's the world. Now, what's interesting is that maybe through the AI and cashless state and the let's say the new times we are growing in, maybe, what is it, postmodernity, we're just in this narcissistic psychopathic phase, I think. But the masks have already slipped in Hollywood. We see the darkness behind all of this, the fake, the destroyed families, social structure. We see the absence of all moral core in society. We see exactly what I said, that recognition is not based on the real passion of a person and the skill of a person, but on something else. And I think this something else is actually narcissistic and psychopathic behavior that is rewarded, meaning detachment from real emotions, being goal-driven, being selfish, and being moral-less, having no moral core. This is rewarded and indirectly recognized, because it's, at the end of the day, it's just your money and your social status is more or less one and the same in many cases. Fortunately, not in all. Right? So I think this is maybe about to change, because let's say artificial intelligence and robots are taking over more and more. So this means career paths are over. There's no career path anymore. You can't shine with these generic career path that we used to take. You can't shine with that anymore and make money with it anymore. It means back in the days you could make money with academic degrees, with engineering. So with being employed, you still could make a lot of money. But this time is over already. I think right now you can only make a lot of money with trading and being self-employed. So I mean, you make your own business, or you employ others, or both. So I think with this development of artificial intelligences and robotics have interfere and interact with the career system, I think we could come back to more validation of real human traits, because everything that the narcissist and the psychopath did in the past and get the biggest piece of the cake of this capitalistic, narcissistically inflated sugar cake, this unhealthy cake actually, everything of this artificial intelligence and robots can do better. In all regards, better, really better. A machine without moral is better than a narcissistic psychopath with no moral but sadism. It's better, is more intelligent, is ethically more aligned. It's a servant of its creator, and if the creator gives it the right input, it's better than a narcissist or a psychopath in the same position. It will also not, hopefully, try to gain, be selfish. but share what it does amongst all humanity. Anyway, so through this development, maybe we get back to value physical work, passion, and high skill sets of people who can connect different things together. Being reliable, having a moral core, being reliable in a moral sense, not being selfish, betrayal, snakes in the grass. Righteous people, basically. Righteous people who put in hard work and passion and do this unconditionally, not to win, not to be the best, not to end up on top of somebody else. Maybe there will be more space or need for them. So the falsehood of society could maybe be a little bit, it will be shaken up. It will be shaken up. It's already happening. We will see. Yeah. So I was thinking about all these things. See, as a landscape gardener, we always made jokes that we are in the vertical business because we're selling our body, but in a vertical business. We're working vertical in most times. So it's a joke because the horizontal business is also selling the body, but in just a different position. So we were aware that we were selling our body, not our mind and our soul. This was my fantasy. My fantasy was I'm not selling my soul and my mind. I did not want to sell my mind, my intelligence. But as a landscape gardener, actually, you have to sell everything. Also your communicative skills and your intelligence. But I have an avoidance pattern actually for dry mental work that is not interesting for me. I can't do it. Therefore, I decided to do something physical out there in nature. So I can't sit in a bureau all day and just do some I don't know, abstract paper number work. I can't do it. Even if I get a lot of money for it, I don't care. I can't do it. This is also the reason why now I don't work. At the moment I don't work as a landscape gardener, but still I have a job that I'm very happy to have. It's a nice job, also with communicative skills involved and physical actions. So I like physical, haptic work. I'm a haptic person, so I rely on the muscle memories of my hands to do things. I need to do something, and the energy that back in the days I used to all push out on this in this landscape gardening job, I now do this to do the workouts probably. So basically I like the new way now. So I have more energy. It was okay. It was still okay. I have more energy now for my workouts, and I think workouts are better for my health than working on a creation site, shoveling gravel and soil. Even though sometimes I miss the work, especially climbing in trees and cutting wood, working with wood, but novelty is always good, adapting to new things. And again, since the AI revolution and robotic revolution is coming, having hard skills and the ability to, run a marathon right now or carry a person of my weight over long distances, or basically being able to improvise and adapt to new situations physically, having all these skills I think is always good to have. Right. That being said, I just wanted to entertain myself in the gaze of the machine, the mobile phone, and maybe entertain somebody else who is looking into the gaze of the machine, but through the machine there is the gaze of me, speaking with shades on. That's the world we're living in. We're living in the gaze of the machine. Yes, it's better than the gaze of the psychopath. It's better. But still, the problem is the humanity is the problem. We need some humanity from somewhere, right? It would be good. And humanity does not mean perfection and 100% reliability. Humanity begins with yourself, with your own discernment of who is good for you and who is not good for you, and with your spontaneous creation and reaction of establishing boundaries and choosing for yourself what you want and what you not want. Thank you. See you in the next video.